After this song, Flying Circus Act. Hello. Thanks for being here. 444. I don't even know what that means. Awesome. Glad you're here. Oh, good, Flying Circus. Thank you. My head mod is here. You guys have to tell me if it gets staticky. Tell me if it gets staticky and I'll go back out and come in. Please. Hi, January Sports. Let me know if it gets staticky, and I'm gonna come back out and come in. I don't have to start my live over. It's staticky? Damn. Okay, I'm gonna reboot my iPad, but I'm not starting my live over. I've done it before. All right. All right. How is it now? Spoiled milk. Hi, Lord Alcatraz. How is it now? Is it staticky? And I'll resume my music. How's my voice? Is it crackly? A response. What? It's still a bit staticky? I turned the Wi Fi off and turned it back on like my daughter told me to. It's staticky right now. Damn. Literally right now, I'm staticky. God, that sucks. I listened back to my live and I was nearly mortified. I mean, it got, in the beginning, it was stopping and going. Might be the iPad. Mine did the same thing, says Flying Circus Act. It happens when I talk. Let me blow on the speaker. Not that that'll do any good. How is it now? Hello? I'm so bummed. How is it now? Wonder if it has to do with anything uh, else. LOL. I know. I blew on the speaker. Same? Gosh sakes. Okay, let me know how it is when I hold it up off the blanket. How is it now? Is it still staticky, you guys? Or the same? Same? Poop. What a flippin' bummer. Uh, Staticky, like, is my voice uh, going as the same time of, I mean, is my mouth moving at the same time of my voice? I noticed that was off a little bit yesterday. Yes, it still gets staticky. Yes. Is my voice moving with my words? Yes or no? Yes, it looks lined up. Well, that's a flippin' shocker. Um, hmm. I'm going to reboot my iPad again and keep it off for about 10 whole seconds. Not that that's going to make a difference. I'll be right back. All right. I'm going to talk. Are my lips moving with my words? And is it any better? My hair's drying. I don't want to see the word same. My iPad has fallen off the bed here. It slid off. Oh, for God's sakes. How bad is it, Mary Jane Doe? Is it like yesterday? Is it like yesterday? Hmm. Should I just keep going? I mean, I did get, I mean, when you're a creator, you want views. I got over 1,000 views on my live yesterday. And I'm not bragging. I'm just saying, like, I mean, what else can I do? The weather is calm, you know, so it's not bad. You'll hear it when you play it back. So it's going to be all, is my mouth moving with my words at least? Be kind. Is my mouth moving with my words? I think it's lined up, yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm just gonna resume it, and I don't know what's the fit, says Bruce Wayne. The fit is it's staticky. It's staticky like yesterday's live. I did get over 1,000 views. I was happy to see that, so people stuck with me. Um, my lips started lining up with my words. Thank God. Um, yeah, but it sucks. It's yeah, that's the issue. So I'm just gonna resume it, and I think the fit means your outfit. Oh, Fleetwood. Oh, I thought, I thought, what, what did I say his name was? Bruce? I thought Bruce was saying I was having a little bit of a fit. What's the fit? Like I'm not having a. Trust me, if I was having a fit, a real fit, you'd know. No, I'm just wearing my Fleetwood Mac. It's thick. It's real thick cotton. Um, but it's not too cool. All right. So yeah, I even have my Bojangle earrings on. All right, I'm just gonna resume. I wonder if I should. I used to. Do you know about Stray Kids? It says SKZ. You mean the Stray Cats? The band Stray Cats? Did you mean to write Stray Cats? I don't know much about Stray Kids, although if you're being serious at all, which I doubt you are, there's what are they called? Latchkey kids that come home and have no parents. That's really sad. That's really sad. But some people have to do it. All right. I'm tempted to go out and come in again, but Huey Lewis and the News. Yeah, remember Huey Lewis? No, it's a K-pop group. Oh, no. I mean, through my daughter, I've heard of it's not Pink Black, it's Black Pink, right? Or is it Pink Black? No, I can't remember. But the first K-pop band was Journey. Yeah, he was in the hospital last week. Did you guys know that? I always got. I saw Guns N' Roses and Metallica at Foxborough, Mass. Yeah, when I was 29. I always got home a couple hours before my mom. When I was younger, after school, I never knew it was called that. Yeah. Oh, Blackpink. Yeah, well, I didn't know it was called that till I saw it on the news or something. Chunky says the Doomsday. Chunky. That's not me. I've never done hard drugs ever. Oh my God, Toto. Oh God, I remember Toto. Yep. Um, Junkie. Well, maybe that's the name of a band. Ozzy Osbourne. Hi, Nick Nack. Hi, everyone. Thanks for coming in. Will you guys hit the like for me? And subscribe if you're willing to. I'm making my way to 5,000. I mean, I just am. Um, I saw Jack Osbourne named his kid Ozzy. Oh, did he? I shouldn't say this, but the daughter, what is her name? She's really, really skinny. That's not thin, that's skinny. And I understand her dad died and she's getting a lot of flack, on the internet for being too thin. They say it's the Ozempic, and once people get thin, they can't stop very well. His new baby, oh, he just had a baby. Now, I didn't know that either. I used to watch that show. What was it called? The Osbournes, or the Back with the Osbournes, or what was it called? AC/DC. Yeah. Never saw them in concert. I saw in Montreal. I saw Aerosmith. That was my very first band there. I saw Phil Collins. He was singing and then he was drumming and the drums were turning and there were all these flowers and hearts on the stage. Holds like 40,000 people. It's inside. Who knows what it's like now? That was in the 80s. Um, Aerosmith was so darn loud. I was uh, fourth row back, and somebody had some cotton, and they offered me cotton because I was just, I mean, it was so flippin' loud. Redbone. Now, see, these are some, I don't know if they're from the 90s or even 2000s, but I don't really know them. I mean, I'm not, I heard that name actually, though, somewhere, and I don't know where, um, for a band. You know what I really like? If I was still kind of partying and younger and all this, country rap. I just think that is the cat's meow. I do. I really like it. Clip that. I think country rap is the cat's meow. All right. So anyway, I just do, and even though I'm not like all thrilled with Upchurch and his investigative skills, with that what the heck, Kylie Rodney case. He was off his rocker with that. But anyway, his music is really good. Meow baby. Hi, there's Bill. Hi Bill. You're so funny. Look, my hair's getting long. Like you guys don't think so, but it used to be, remember? Wait, like up to here or something? It grows once a month, it grows half half of a half of an inch. Oh, behave. You're so funny. All right, so apparently it's damn staticky again, just like yesterday's. This iPad has literally gone like this and slid off the dang bed a couple of times. So, hi, Alexis Adoni, uh, or Alex is Adoni, or Alexis is Adoni. I don't know. I'm not sure how to read that, but welcome. So we'll get back to this angry music. I typed in angry. This is the gray room, and I'm angry. I'm actually angry that this poor family. I mean, we knew 95. No, I'm 63. All right. I've never had anyone say that. I don't know if you're talking about, you know, when I graduated from high school, am I 95? I doubt you're thinking that. Can I shut me out? You mean shout you out? Yes. Wait, what's her name again? See, a second goes by. Romeo. Romeo, Romeo. How art thou, Romeo? How is that for my Shakespeare? Okay. Uh, what was I saying? What was my topic even? Oh my God. Oh, okay. So I'm all staticky. Tell to sub boring. Thank you, Scott Whitty. It is boring right now because I'm glad my mouth is matching my words, unlike my video yesterday. And apparently it's staticky. This is why I've stopped the music and my Zumba sticks and everything because that's funny. Alex Adani or Alexis Adoni says you love me with all these E's. You're so funny. Um, yeah. So please what? is yes or no. Do I love you? Yes, I love everybody that comes in and says hello or comes in and says a nasty remark and leaves. I don't care. Like I just don't care. When you do this long enough, I mean, of course, compliments are nice, and we all, like uh, kindness. But I just don't care about any of the rest. I'm uh, too grown to care anymore. Um, all right, so let's get back to this strange music by the Gray Room and Density and Time. 63 is a good age. You know what's up. What song was number one when I graduated? Oh, Blondie, Heart of Glass. Was it? Was it? How does that go? Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Not Muke Bushu. What does she say? Da da, heart of a heart of glass. Okay, I graduated in 1980, and I don't know. Like I played viola when I was in high school. For 4 years, I wasn't in sports. I was not a cheerleader. I still can't even do a cartwheel. I've never been able to. And I figured you at least had to know how to do that, right? But I don't know in 1980 what. Well, I know when I went to Okinawa with my ex husband, because he was in the Air Force, what was that group? It's a British group. Oh, every time the song comes on, I think of Okinawa, and now I can't remember it. Darn. All right, I'm going to get back to this weird music, and we're just going to go with it. Good girl. Oh my God. So funny. Sorry, it's a little glitchy. It might be because my iPad slid down off my bed actually today. Let's see, this started yesterday. And look, I've been blowing on the speaker. I'm going to blow again. Crap. That probably didn't work. All right, here we go. We have two more songs that I picked out that are under dark, kind of mysterious and dark because I'm angry. I know what I was saying about this Choc family. The last name was Choc or Choc, CHOC. You've probably heard the story. I'm going to show some news video clipping things and stop the blowing. No, I was told I have to blow in my speakers to get them to work, so I did that today twice now. But listen, this family was slaughtered. I mean, wouldn't you rather, if you had to die for some reason, just be shot and get it over with? No, this creepy Guerrero guy from El Salvador, who isn't even supposed to be over here. He's undocumented, who's with a gang, and now I can't remember the name of the gang. Um, Killed these people: a 40-year-old mother, her beautiful 17-year-old daughter, um, and a little 2-year-old boy. You knew, or I knew, or most of us knew, this is in Alabama 3 weeks ago, or no, January 31st, they went missing. A few days ago, their bodies were found by cadaver dogs. They were buried in plastic, and they were all murdered. And we don't know why. Um, they're saying it's a burglary, but why? I mean, this person. I mean, why them? It's just very strange. And then when I was looking into this, who's Sidney Prescott? Who on earth is Sidney Prescott? All right. Thank you for that, I guess. I low key look like Sidney Prescott. I have no dang clue. Um, okay, so these people, I mean, it had to have been, maybe when they were sleeping or nighttime, but there was a trigger warning, blood. Um, well, they initially just said like a mattress was bloody, but no, there was blood on some white shoes in the living room, blood all over the bathroom floor. I mean, ADHD is in here. I didn't even see him come in. Is he going to say I'm new here? Did he say it? I'm going to look. He likes to come in and say I'm new here. Hey, you said hello, everyone. Hello. Oh my God. Oh my God. My Sharona. Do 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 do. Or wait, how does that go? Spellbinders. My Sharona. Yep, I used to have that record when I was 27. Okay, so anyway, back to this Choc family. It's really sad. Yeah, and this guy got arrested, but used a fake name, apparently as quite a few aliases. Once they found out who he really was or is, he's tied to a gang. But why slaughter this poor family like this? So he's got kidnapping charges, murder in the first degree, tampering with a corpse, uh, killing a child under the age of I think it's 14 or something. Like there's another charge for that. And I did a live on this family weeks ago, knowing the news probably wouldn't be very good. Um, and now a few days ago, they found these remains. The guy is pleading not guilty. I'm going to show a little video of that, and it's just ridiculous. Of course he's guilty. You know why he's guilty? His phone pinged in that area, and um, hi, Lourdes Grace. Well, thank you for that compliment. That's very sweet. Um, my knees are hurting. I'm on my knees. See? Ow! Oh my God! Oh. All right. So let's finish up this tunage, and we'll get to the videos. Thanks for bearing with me, everybody. Thanks to the 10 out there on, or 17 now. It was 10, now it's 17 on the Fiji Islands. The heck is this? This is that easy to do. Thank you. These are Zumba sticks. See the little people? They're moving. They're 1 pound each, so that when you dance with them and you move, whenever you do, you don't wrench your neck. Because I asked for some that were like 3 pounds, and Maria, who's a teacher in my class, was like, no, you don't want that. Okay. This is called sagas. I'm sorry it's a little staticky. What a drag. They're coming to get you. Hi, Michael. Thank you. I'm a Christian, believe it or not. Thank you for that. Jesus loves me. Audio is awful. I know. I've been out and back in twice now. I'll do it again. I'll do it again. It was awful yesterday too, Sidekick. I'm really disappointed. The iPad slid off like this today, but this was happening yesterday. And yeah, so don't go away. I'm just going to reboot, see if it helps this time. It used to help, but this will be my third time doing this. And I went into settings like my daughter told me to do, and I turned off Wi-Fi and I turned it back on. Yeah. Now there is in settings under general, it said update. Maybe I have to update something. I was trying to not have to do it again. These iPads, they want you to update, it seems like now every 3 months or something. Yeah. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, you guys. How is it now? Is it the same? If it is, I won't be surprised. I've only had this iPad. How long have I had it? 3 years or something? But I have dropped it a few times. Oh my gosh. I might try to film on this one, but this is an older one. Let me see something really quickly here. Let's see if this is any better. I don't think the lighting will be, but what an absolute bummer. All right. Oops, what's happening? Okay. Hmm. right, well, what I'm gonna have to do, because this doesn't even have the same setup. Right here, I push this on my other iPad and I can do YouTube Live. So what I'm gonna do is just get into the story, I think. Let me see. I had one more song, I think. Mood, angry. Okay, I did this one, this one, this one, and rotator and sagas. All right, we'll just call that good on that. And I'll just resume this and try to figure out what I'm going to do. I might have to go to StreamYard. Maybe StreamYard will work better. I'll go ahead and try StreamYard tomorrow and see what happens. I know what kind of scratchy you're talking about though, because it happened yesterday. But this is about the Choc family, and I picked out 4 news videos, or not, I mean, 4 news channels that I wanted to play. Hey guys.
Speaking through a translator, Aurelia's oldest daughter, Reina, pleaded for answers in her family's disappearance. She's praying for a positive outcome. Por favor, que traiga de vuelta mi hermano, porque si no te van a extraordinarily, very extraordinarily concerned. Maurice and Kim Simmons, who also asked that we not show them, say they've lived next door to the missing family for 4 years and have become like adopted grandparents. Maurice says they take the kids to school, cook for each other, and attend family gatherings, like this one where Anthony danced with Aurelia in the living room. The family was last seen at 7:30 on Friday night. Maurice said he took them shopping Friday to buy clothes for a baptism they planned to attend this past Sunday. Maurice says he reported the family missing on Saturday after Aurelia's ride to work came to his house looking for her. He says Aurelia, who is from Guatemala, painted D.R. Horton new construction homes and didn't have a car. Authorities say Aurelia and her 17-year-old daughter, who is a Theodore High School junior, had final deportation orders issued last April.
It's very unusual, very unusual. We text almost every day. We talk all the time. Well, we wave when we're making breakfast in the morning. We're very close to them. They're very close to us. No, it's something is wrong. Something's wrong. Something's wrong.
Inside the home, investigators found troubling clues. Sheriff Paul Birch says there were no signs of a forced entry, but there was blood throughout the home and signs of a struggle.
It's not just the blood, it's the fact that, there's cell phones and cash left at the scene and a missing mattress, which is very unusual. Mattresses, looking at the box spring, the mattress didn't look that old. And that's unusual in cases as well.
Aurelia's mattress and her clothes hamper were also missing. Birch says clothes throughout her bedroom had been dumped out. After initially naming Anthony's father, 30-year-old Juan Antonio Garcia, a person of interest, today authorities said he was in Texas, and for now he's been cleared in this case. Today, state police circled the area in a helicopter.
Every aspect, every possibility, and we're just hopeful that we can move quickly enough to find them alive.
I'm a little scared. I'm nervous. We absolutely love this family. We're worried for their safety.
Yeah, now, so this happened about a month and a half ago, January 31st. now. This is to kind of let you guys know where the story began. Okay, where? All right. Here's some more. Here's a little more of this one. So that older daughter's family is.
Those the missing Mobile County family discovered in Baldwin County. The Choc family disappeared from Theodore more than a month ago. For weeks, a suspect, 27-year-old Hector Guerrera, said to be in the U.S. illegally, has been sitting in Metro Jail charged with kidnapping. Now investigators say they have what they need to charge him with capital murder. We have team coverage on this story. Debbie Williams is at the site where authorities found the remains. But before we check in with Debbie, WKRG News 5's Kate Shorman is here. Now, you went to the press conference at the Mobile County Sheriff's Office, and Kate, this case is not closed.
No, well, we now know the fate of the family. Many other questions remain unanswered, including how the family was killed, why, and whether anyone else was involved. Final forensic identification is still pending while autopsies are underway, but authorities believe the remains are those of 40-year-old Aurelia Choc, her 17-year-old daughter New York Choc, and 2-year-old son Anthony Garcia. We just learned drawing with the names of the mother and the 2-year-old were recovered near the bodies. Prosecutors are filing capital murder, corpse abuse, and other charges against the suspect, Hector Guerrera, who's been in Metro Jail since his arrest last month on kidnapping charges.
He's an evil person that will face his judgment soon.
Our work here is not done. We will continue and maintain our resolve to bring answers and justice to our community and to the Choc family.
Sheriff Paul Birch says he received a call from the White House this morning offering the full resources of the United States government to assist investigators. Prosecutors plan to seek the death penalty.
How did investigators connect Guerrera to the Choc family?
Yeah, surveillance video and FBI cell tower analysis placed Guerrera along the same route as a black van with blue LEDs that's been connected to the case.
And how did they find the bodies?
Officials say cadaver dogs alerted a specific area in the property. In the studio, Kate Sherman, WKRG News 5.
Thanks, Kate. Now, it is still unclear what led them to that property, a wooded area off of County Road 38 in Summerdale. Federal investigators spent about 48 hours there before clearing out just before noon. WKRG News 5's Debbie Williams is in that area. Neighbors tell you, Debbie, they saw law enforcement, but they didn't know why they were there. It's a big question. Why here off Downing Road, and what is the motive in all this? Still big questions that remain unanswered. This is the path that federal, probably about a dozen federal agents walked down into off Downing Road, where about 100 yards into the woods and down a slight hill, the area where investigators had concentrated their efforts for more than 2 days. 3 bodies found in a shallow grave believed to be the Choc family were removed overnight, but investigators remained for hours afterwards. The discovery leaving neighbors in shock.
It's sad, especially being so close, so right over there. And like I said, you come home, and you don't see FBI out here, and all of a sudden FBI's everywhere. Wow. And then you find out what's going on.
Well, that's one of the neighbors, Daniel Doney, who says that he'd been asked by investigators about a black van or anything suspicious in the area, which he said he had not seen. They told him that this area was the last place they got a ping from one of the Choc family's cell phones. Of course, this case and the Baldwin County connection is still very strong. We're going to tell you more about that coming up on News 5 at 5 and 6. Live on the Baldwin County feed in Summerdale, Debbie Williams, WKRG News 5. Choc family was last seen at their home on Ben Hamilton Road in Theodore on January 30th.
Look at that nice house.
Missing the next day. Investigators say blood was found inside the house, indicating signs of a struggle. Hector Guerrera of El Salvador was arrested on February 9th. He has a long history of charges across several states, and he's been under several aliases. Investigators say he's a member of transnational criminal organization Los Serenos and has 2 active judicial detention orders related to terrorism and participating in a terrorist
organization in El Salvador. We've been following this story since the mother and her 2 children were reported missing, and we will continue following it until the case is closed. Follow along with us on WKRG.com when you search Choc Family.
It's so sad. Okay, I forgot that part about him not breaking in. So, because he's, Latino, they probably thought maybe, he was a nice person or needed help or something. And they probably opened the door to the guy, which you cannot do to anybody anymore. Oh, Lord. Unreal. Okay, here's another little one. Did I play this? No.
Granger offers professional grade products, easy ordering, and next day delivery, making them the go-to play for everyone, keeping arena.
This is stupid.
This game day ready. Call, click, or just.
Why on earth?
All right, Shelby, what do you know?
All right.
Well, Louise Cameron, local law enforcement, as you said, tell us that the suspect they arrested gave them a fake name. His real name, Hector Gamaliel Argueta Guerra, and not Juan Carlos Argueta Guerra. He's also from El Salvador, and authorities say he is a documented gang member of the Sureños gang, or Sur 13. It's a violent street gang with known roots in Central America. Now, these are the documents that HSI was able to obtain from El Salvador. The sheriff's office said they had to translate it the best they could. Here is what they have gathered from this new information. In 2015, he was arrested in an attempted aggravated homicide investigation as a juvenile. Now, that same year, records we've reported show he was picked up in Texas for being in the country illegally, but released after a month. Back in El Salvador, he faces warrants for terrorism and organized crime from these years, 2016, 2018, and 2024. I asked federal agents why he was never deported and whether he was traveling between the U.S. and El Salvador to allegedly commit these crimes. Here's what P.J. Lavoie with the Department of Homeland Security had to say.
We have received information that he is a documented member of the Sureños. Looks like he was El Salvador was a temporary protective status. There was no removals back to El Salvador at the time in 2021. That's why he was released after being ordered deported from the United States. I think it's fair to say we don't know if he was going back and forth. They can have long-term cases like we have long-term investigations where he was charged much later on in a conspiracy, and that could function as to why the dates differ from times we have him here.
Now, that temp status order that Lavoie referenced is known as a temporary protected status, a federal designation that blocked deportations to El Salvador at the time, meaning even after a judge ordered him removed from the U.S., authorities authorities could not send him back. Now, despite all of this new information on the suspect, still nothing on the missing family. Where are they? Aurelia and her 18-year-old daughter Marika and 2-year-old son Anthony have been missing for close to a month now. Sheriff Paul Birch says investigators are still analyzing Argueta's cell phone records to track his movements before his arrest on these kidnapping charges. Investigators would also not comment on any DNA that they may have found inside the van that Argueta was allegedly driving the night of the abduction. And Sheriff Birch also says there are several additional persons of interest that have been identified in this case, though he would not explicitly say who they are. But another piece of interesting information that came out today during the news conference, one of those persons of interest is Anthony's father, the 2-year-old's father. The sheriff says he had plans to travel here to get his son, but he was arrested in Texas before that could happen. So investigators say they're not ruling him out, and there's still a lot of different theories about what happened to this family. But of course, that is the big question. Where are they? If you know anything, again, call your local law enforcement or 911 and report it right now. Live in Mobile tonight, Shelby Myers, Fox News.
Mobile, Alabama. Okay, so obviously we know.
Professional grade products, easy ordering, and
obviously we know, right? Should have played this one before they were found. But
next day delivery, making them the go-to play for everyone, keeping arenas.
I've got another one. Okay, this is the press conference. And are you guys still with me? Did I lose you? You all haven't seen one comment. Rapper, I unblocked you on my channel, Dolly Vision. Oh, good grief. That's not Dolly Vision. Oh my God. If I ever got unblocked, she would just, his significant other would just block me again. That's hilarious. Who else is here? Hello, rapper. Is it 3 years? This is a long time for an iPad. Oh my goodness gracious. Miraquem the One was hidden by Mary Jane Doe. That must have been pretty bad. Okay, to be hidden, yeah. Try, none of the mods are supposed to block. So I'm saying that because there's new people. I modded 3 new people yesterday. Oh, really? I'm so bummed that I dropped this a couple of times. I mean, on carpet, but still, it's not the point, you know? Okay, this is the press conference. It's a good 18 minutes, you guys. We'll just watch it together. All of these videos I haven't seen yet, so I'm watching them with you. I just looked at the titles and yeah, but I haven't seen them, and I haven't seen this press conference. So I'm going to play this, and then I've got one more little one of him in court for 2 minutes. And yeah. What on earth? Oh, I turned the volume all the way down because of that commercial.
The sizes are consistent, and there were 3 bodies recovered. Well, thank y'all for coming this morning. You know, you can clearly see why you're here, and you know, yesterday afternoon discovery was made and recovered sizes are consistent, and there were 3 bodies recovered. We believe it's going to be a really Choc CAC. Nerica Zuletta Choc, 17 years old, and Anthony Garcia Choc, 2 years old. The suspect, Hector Argueta Guerrera, is still in custody of Metro Jail.
Thank God.
Blackwood DA's office will discuss charges coming up on him. I will say, can't say enough about the partnership with the FBI and Homeland Security.
The FBI.
Briefly talk about their involvement and get in what detail that we can about what was discovered yesterday. There's a lot of things that I know y'all have answers that we will not be able to answer at this time. It's still very much an active investigation. We also couldn't have done it without the Baldwin County Sheriff's Office. And I do want to mention Rob Middleton Construction provided equipment and operators to help with the excavation. And so that just goes more toward community partnerships. And and I will say before I turn it over that the delay was we just received a call from the White House offering their full support of U.S. government in this operation. So with that, I'll turn it over to Sarah Jones.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Sarah Jones. I'm the Special Agent in charge of the FBI's Mobile Field Office. The FBI stands shoulder to shoulder with our partners. We work together to advance investigations, and as we have from the inception of this case, to bring every resource to bear. Absolutely every single resource we and our partners could bring to bear in this instance. It's through those resources, our special agents, our intelligence analysts, our tactical specialists, together with our specialty teams, our evidence response teams, our digital and cellular analytic capabilities, our canine units, that worked in conjunction with our partners in a coordinated and very dedicated way to continue to move this investigation forward. It's our coordinated boots on the ground efforts, our traditional law enforcement capabilities that continue to uncover evidence in this case, and we will continue to work together. Our work here is not done. We will continue and maintain our resolve to bring answers and justice to our community and to the Choc family. Thank you.
Morning, P. Boy. This is the Special Agent in charge here in Mobile with HSI. HSI is proud to support and stand next to our partners up here and advance this to this spot in the investigation as we are now. And much as what SAC Sarah Jones had said, analytical support, boots on the ground with agents, working day and night to get to where we are now. Thank you.
Sheriff. I'll just say I just appreciate the partnership that we have with our federal partners, and obviously our partner sheriff across the bay here in Mobile County. The Baldwin County Sheriff's Office assisted yesterday with crime scene support and equipment for the FBI's evidence response team, and so we're really proud to be part of that and be part of this partnership.
Good morning, Keith Blackwood, Mobile County District Attorney. I want to commend Sheriff Birch and his team, the Mobile County Sheriff's Office, our partners, Sheriff Lowry, the Baldwin County Sheriff's Office, our partners at FBI, HSI, and private citizens that lended a very important hand in the recovery of this family. The defendant, Hector Gamaliel Argueta Guerrera, is currently in Metro Jail, charged with kidnapping in the first degree. This morning, I'm announcing that we will charge him with 3 counts of capital murder during the course of kidnapping, 3 counts of capital murder during the course of burglary, capital murder for the death of 2 or more people, capital murder for the murder of a child under the age of 14, 3 counts of abuse of a corpse, and obstruction of justice for providing a false identification to law enforcement in order to prevent an investigation. This is a horrific and gruesome murder. The state will seek the death penalty in this case. The charges will be signed today, and we will move through the Alabama justice system. Thank you.
Before we take questions, just going to say one more thing. You heard the charges. We wouldn't be standing here today if this defendant, who has an extensive violent criminal history, was not released from the Biden administration in 2021. The so Biden, Harris, Mayorkas, Garland Merritt have the blood of this family on their hands.
How were they killed?
We can't get into that yet. The autopsy is still being conducted this morning.
Where were they found?
Can you describe where they were found?
We've got a map up, and so it was in a field, near a residence.
Buried?
Yes.
And can you go into how it is that you found them? Or did you get a tip? Or?
It was actually just a routine follow-up search that we do in cases like this, as a matter of routine.
What kind of ties did that property have to the suspect? Was it I know he's a painter. Was it a site where he painted houses?
I don't know that we want to get into that just yet.
Did you know where? Are we?
Yeah, because
County, and then the bodies were transferred.
It's way too early in the investigation to determine that at this point.
So I think maybe it's a question for Keith, but would the charge be more appropriate in Baldwin County if that's where the murders?
It's not going to matter where the actual homicide took place. These events started in Mobile County. That's pretty clear.
good grief.
I know that was
Now the other iPad's glitching. Ooh.
Yeah, just honestly, we don't know right now. We have a lot of questions ourselves.
Oh, you guys, what's happening?
But, we're obviously not stopping here. We have a long way to go.
Do you believe Hector acted alone?
No.
Do you believe Hector acted alone, or are you looking for?
I'm not going to speculate. At this point, we don't know.
When you say you got a call from the White House, who called and what assistance are they offering?
The full assistance of the United States government. And got a call, again, that's what caused the delay from the White House Situation Room. And we were on the phone with them, and we'll be back in touch, sometime later today.
Any idea about what the possible motive was?
None. What motive would there be for killing a 2-year-old? We don't know at this point.
And he's still not cooperating here. I'm taking it and spoken to investigators.
And don't want to get into details of anybody's statement.
And federal law enforcement is involved. Are there federal charges that are possible also springing out of this?
I would have to defer to the federal government on that.
Anyone want to speak to whether he can face additional federal charges?
Sure, I'm happy to. Ultimately, that decision is going to rest with the United States Attorney's Office. However, we continue to explore all avenues and gather all evidence that we can in this matter, and if the investigation leads that direction of federal charges, we will certainly coordinate with our partners. We will brief that and propose that to the United States Attorney's Office in coordination with the District Attorney's Office.
And I don't know if PJ is best to address this or whatever, but have you gotten more clarity on why it is that he was not deported? I know there was some talk a few weeks ago that perhaps he had TPS status. And do we know? Can you go into that?
There's no further clarity at this time.
Are charges for anyone else been upgraded? I know her boss was arrested early on a firearms charge. And I think his girlfriend or sister may have been involved in this case as well. Have there been any upgraded charges for anyone else?
Not at this point.
This is the worst of the worst. It kind of goes along with prioritizing mental health. Talk about that. This is something that you can't unsee.
Well, to those involved in the case, from law enforcement and civilian standpoint, yes, there will be assistance provided by the FBI for them to seek counseling if they need it. But a monster like this has nothing to do with mental health. He's an evil person that will face his judgment soon.
I was talking about the deputies.
Yes, so those services are available. We have them here at the Sheriff's Office, and the FBI has also offered assistance as well.
Sheriff, talk about the manpower that went into this. I know you had a lot of deputies that were federal agencies. I mean, have you tallied up the number of people and man hours that went into this search?
We have not as of yet, but I will say that all of the agencies have worked on this every day since that family went missing.
Did you reach a point where you doubted that you would ultimately find out what happened to this family precisely?
Well, in a case like this with a whole family missing, you never give up hope. But obviously, as each day passes, the outcome doesn't seem like it's going to be good in the end.
Did you recover the mattress?
Can't get into evidence right now.
And procedurally, will he be arraigned on the new charges tomorrow, or do you know when I'll make his next court appearance?
He would be arraigned likely tomorrow, or it could potentially be early next week. I expect all of these charges to be signed today in communication with our bench. A judge has been assigned, and so they are aware everything should be done on an expedited process.
What judge is going to oversee that?
I'm not ready to announce that yet. That'll come at the arraignment.
But he'll appear first and they'll bring him to jail.
Yes, with this being a capital murder case, he will be present physically at every hearing that we have.
So you said that y'all kind of gone through a routine follow-up that led y'all to the area where they were found. I'm just curious, what kind of led y'all to this? Can you say anything about what initially led y'all to this area in Baldwin County? It was a house that was associated with the suspect at the time, or the defendant. And again, as a matter of routine, there's sometimes 2, 3, 4 follow-ups. Somebody may have an investigator may have a idea that, hey, we didn't check this, or let's try this again. And so that's just normal.
What exactly are these spots on the map? This location here on the bottom is what? Is this where they were found, like a zoomed in? So can you just explain what we're looking at the map?
This is 38. Where's Downey Road? Right here.
This is Baldwin County.
Yeah, it's in Baldwin County.
So it would be going this area back this way.
Where they were recovered, where the pit is, where the great pit is.
Well, this is 38 right here, right? This is Dowling up here?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think everything's going to be more fast. Yeah. So yeah, it's off Dowling Road in Baldwin.
And approximately where the great pit is, that's where they were recovered.
It's in a lightly wooded area that's in the
And is that where he is believed to have initially taken the family, or were they moved around in several locations and this was just the final place where they...
I can't speak to that.
I guess it sounds speak to the abuse of corpses because they were not...
I'll speak to that. It's the abuse of a corpse is the way in which the alleged defendant treated the bodies after the homicide, the manner in which he allegedly disposed of them in a lightly wooded area, and it's not a way that a deceased person should be treated with dignity. That's the scope of the abuse of corpse charges.
Is it just due to the method of burial, or were the bodies disfigured or burned or something that triggered the charge?
There's going to be multiple factors there. It's still pretty early on in the investigation. Autopsies are being done right now, but it's going to be a multitude of factors that go into that.
And I can't remember whether it was said that were they shot, gunshots, or do we not know that yet?
Before the autopsy is complete, that's too early to say at this point. This family was missing for a long time. You're going to run into factors like advanced stages of decomposition, so it'll take some time before we can disclose that.
Is that the Baldwin County coroner or Mobile?
Baldwin County coroner.
Yeah, the Baldwin County coroner responded. Autopsies are being done in Mobile.
Were they buried in the same plot or in different areas of the property?
I don't want to speak to that.
They were all buried together.
And you had initially said it's believed to be this family. I mean, is there a positive identification, or dental records or something that
That will take time. Like literally, the autopsies are being conducted while we're speaking. So there are a lot of questions that we don't have answers to.
Do you know when you'll get this back? Is that something you anticipate today? Or?
Probably sometime today, as far as a cause of death, I would think. But as far as identity, that could take a while.
And I'll say this, conclusive forensic identity will take some time. There's enough evidence in this case for us to determine that this is the Choc family that we've been searching for.
The teen's blood was found in the home. Was anyone else's blood recovered in the home?
It'll take time to have all the forensics confirmed on that.
And Sheriff, when you said that this is a property that was associated with him, meaning that he lived there at one point?
I just said we know that he was there for a period of time.
Oh my gosh.
How far is this location from the house that he was originally associated with in the area?
Well, I mean, the original association was here in Mobile. So that was in Baldwin County.
Not one.
But there's been a couple in Baldwin County that have been looked into and searched.
Is that near this location?
No. DJ Sherry,
I think the other locations are nearby to this area in Baldwin County.
How close is this to where? Because there was a chase right when he was initially captured. How close is this to where the chase?
The chase was in
It's almost over. It's 18 minutes.
Any other questions?
I think this is it.
You mentioned the White House offered support. Do you plan to take them up on that? Or what support do you need at this point?
You know, they offered the full resources of the U.S. government, so I mean, we'll accept any, resources that are available. Expedited DNA, expedited, process to getting more answers.
Say exactly who the White House also.
Fits you.
Okay. It sounds like a big.
Thank you. And if y'all have any follow-up, you can
Sounds like a
email me
big
or text me this afternoon.
fan.
Thank y'all.
It sounds like a big fan blowing. Good grief. All right, so I looked up, does anyone know how they were killed? And it's with a jagged weapon, they said, in what I read, and blunt force trauma. We'll probably never know. Well, we might, if they can get some DNA. I wouldn't be surprised if at least the teenager wasn't RAPED'd first. The guy is an absolute monster. Just horrible. Okay, so what I'm going to do quickly here, because I actually need to make dinner. It's been a very precarious life for me, with things not really working right, things like that. So the preliminary autopsy results are expected by March 12th, which isn't that 2 days ago? Okay. Accused Theodore family killer appears in court. DA describes horrific autopsy findings. So I'm just going to read this. This is what it says. Mobile, Alabama. The man accused of killing. Okay, so apparently this was in the town of Theodore. Killing a Theodore mother and her 2 children made his first court appearance Friday on newly filed capital murder charges that could lead to the death penalty. Hector Guerrera, 31, is charged with the murders of 40-year-old Aurelia Nierka and Anthony. The family was reported missing in late January. Their bodies were discovered Wednesday, buried together in a wooded area in Summerdale. So the Mobile County District Attorney Keith Blackwood says he's reviewed the preliminary autopsy results. The findings are gruesome. The findings are horrific. This family did not deserve to be killed in this way, said Blackwood. The criminal complaints state that he used an edged weapon to inflict sharp force trauma that killed all 3 victims. A motive is still unclear. Is sharp force trauma, is that the same as stabbing? Asked an NBC Andrea Ramy. Not necessarily. It could be from a sharp or bladed instrument that is not used in a stabbing motion, but used in a sort of force kind of motion. The complaint states Anthony's head, the little boy, was struck. Trigger warning, someone could put that in chat, was struck in Aurelia's chest and back, but does not know where the 17-year-old was hit. Aurelia is the mother. Blackwood says investigators have not determined what order they were killed in and have not found the murder weapon. When asked whether a machete may have been used, Blackwood said investigators are still working to determine the exact weapon. We don't know exactly what kind of instrument it was at this point. Did cell phone data put him there at a certain point? There was evidence leaking into the location, both at the time of immediately, not immediately, at the time after the murder. There's evidence linking him to the area. There's also a link from some time in the defendant's past, whether he lived there or had stayed there. Well, I mean, just why? You know what I mean? Like, okay, so one more quick one. Show the ass wipe, put it mildly. in court, and then we'll be done.
Yet to be found. That revealed by prosecutors in court today. The man accused of killing them answered to the capital murder charges he faces. WKRG News 5's Kate Sherman joins us now. And Kate, you are in court today.
That's right. Hector Guerrero pleaded not guilty to 12 charges in the deaths of the Choc family of Theodore, from capital murder to corpse abuse, and he won't be getting out of jail anytime soon. A judge in Mobile ordered Hector Guerrero held without bond in a case prosecutors called nothing short of horrific.
I will share that the findings are gruesome. The findings are horrific. This family did not deserve to be killed in this way.
The murder weapon is still a mystery, but from the wounds on the victims, investigators have an idea.
It could be from a sharp or bladed instrument that is not used in a stabbing motion, but used in a sort of a force kind of motion.
40-year-old Aurelia Choc, her 17-year-old daughter New York Choc, and her 2-year-old son Anthony Garcia were reported missing January 31st. Court documents say Guerra wrapped their bodies in plastic and bedding. Their remains were discovered buried in a shallow grave in Summerdale, not far from where a previous search turned up empty.
Investigators went back to look at the surrounding area and try to identify places that could have been accessed from the first place that was searched.
Prosecutors have not revealed a possible motive, and as to whether others might be involved,
right now, our investigation points to this particular defendant. That could change through the course of the investigation.
Guerra is back in court April 6th. Prosecutors have said they plan to seek the death penalty. Live in the studio, Kate Sherman, WKRG News 5.
All right, April 6th. I'm gonna stay up on. I'm gonna stay on this. Is anyone still here with me? Oh, peekaboo, I can't see you. We want to see your shenanigans. I got lost. Are you guys still here with me? I'm still live. All right. I hope nothing happened. I hope it didn't glitch out. Good grief. Is anyone here still? So sad. Did I lose you guys? Did this glitch out? Can one person say anything in the chat to me? Oh, good. Oh, Lord, you guys. It's just depressing. I'm just going to end my live. It's been almost an hour and a half. Hit the like if you're willing to. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Teach your kids at a young age not to just say, "Who is it?" Right? "Who is it?" Or "Come in." Oh my gosh, those days are over. They're absolutely over. And people can pose as, an Amazon driver and not even be one. What? The picture's glitching now? Oh my God. All right, I'm going to end this live. Thank you, Mary Jane Doe. Thank you for all of your love always and your support, being a fantastic mod and friend like you always are. If you guys are if you want to put my Cash App and PayPal in chat, Mary Jane Doe, that'd be super. It's at Dakota Dane 0627, and the see that's the PayPal, and the Cash App is Papercut Tina, or $ Papercut Tina, and yeah, I do little super chats, and you can become a cat or no, a guinea pig first and then a cat later. And I appreciate so much my members and watching and hanging out with me. Wait, it's not working? Is that what that means? That thing? Oh, it's not working right now? Oh, Lord. All right, I'm going to go. I'll try to do one tomorrow. You can't hear anything? This volume's all the way up. You can't hear me? All right, I'm going to go. You can, NYX. Thanks for being here. I love you guys. See you hopefully tomorrow. Have a great day. Oh, real quick, I don't know if anyone can hear me. Prayers for that daughter. That's the 21-year-old. Her mom's gone, her little brother, her sister, that poor woman. All right, bye for now. She was the one that was speaking in my earlier live. She didn't want her face to be seen. It went out and came back in. Oh my God. All right, I'm going to go. It's time to go. It's better now. All right, prayers for that 21-year-old whose mom is gone, her little 2-year-old brother, her 17-year-old sister, not just gone, murdered viciously. That he needs the death penalty, but what he needs is to suffer in prison, that Guerra, every day for many years. The audio is peppery now. Peppery. Staticky now again. Yeah, I've been having trouble with it since yesterday. I might have to do StreamYard and see if that's better. Like kind of distorted. Thank you, Funk Congress. What a great name. Thank you for letting me know that I knew this earlier too, and I went out and I came back in, resumed live, this one 3 times. Usually rebooting works. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. So I'm going to end this live, Bill, and watch it back and see how glitchy and how the sound is and the picture and everything. And I've dropped this iPad so many times, I might just need a new one. All right, hit the like if you're willing to subscribe if you can. And yeah, have a great day. Thanks for coming in, everybody. Bye for now.